What another season of anime it has been. Spring anime this year by far surpassed my expectations for not only what was coming out, but even for the returning series as well. Between Oshinoko-Ko's outstanding premiere alongside Heavenly Delusion's consistency, as well as Vinland Saga and Witch from Mercury's incredible writing, even something like Demon Slayer has been given a run for its money. Looking ahead, this summer definitely has some no-brainers and a few new shows to keep your eye on. Surprisingly, this season is the first time in a long time that my list is actually quite small compared to the past few anime seasons, but under no circumstances am I complaining. As we transition into the summer season, I have read and watched a plethora of synopses and trailers and have finally compiled my list. As always, it's my job to steer you in the direction of new recommendations, and with that, let us once again begin the list for what I think you should be watching for Summer of Anime 2023. So starting from the top, we probably have the most anticipated anime this season with Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. This season will be dealing with not only the story of the past with a younger Gojo and Geto, but also diving into the famous Shibuya incident arc as well. Considering Core 1 of the season will be producing my favorite arc in the series, this will definitely be a lookout for almost everyone in the community in some way, especially with Toji Fushiguro making his appearance. For all you fellas in relationships, my condolences. The opening song will be done by Tatsuya Kitani, who was also responsible for Bleach's first 1000-year Blood War opening. Furthermore, Season 2 will be directed by Shota Goshizono, who has a very strong track record from Black Clover, Chainsaw Man, Fate, and Ranking of Kings. Right off the bat, there is a noticeable improvement in quality, especially with the character designs, and for the duration of Season 2, I want to go ahead and say that JJK fans are more than in good hands. Season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen will be kicking off on July 6th. Coming up right next to it on the following Saturday, we have Bleach's 1000-year Blood War, The Separation. Once again, we are back with the long battle of Soul Reapers and Quincy's going for round 2, with this time Uryu joining the antagonist side and Ichigo continuing his mastery of his new Zanpakuto. The trailer showed off a lot, including some new content that fans have been pointing out left and right, making my anime-only experience even more to look forward to. Again, I will be reviewing this section once fully completed, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and stick around for that. As always, I hope the staff and those involved manage to hang in there and push through with this next portion of the war, as the action seems to not be slowing down for a second. Bleach will be airing on July 8th. For my isekai fans out there, you all know what time it is, as Mushoku Tensei is back with its second season. After the departure of Brutus's party, the Great Mage sets off once again to continue his journey of becoming a better person. This time around, we have a heap of new characters and some familiar faces that have also grown up with Brutus's journey, ensnaring them one by one. As controversial as Mushoku Tensei is for obvious reasons, I will be continuing to see where the story leads and how this new life that was given to Brutus is lived. As far as community conversation is concerned, it's been said that a lot of the staff from Season 1 is elsewhere and things may look off or slightly different this time around, but I think that for the most part, fans of the series will be pleased with what is being accomplished here. Mushoku Tensei will be airing on July 3rd. For the romance crowd, we are surprisingly back with Horimiya Peace. I've heard that the main anime has basically rushed through majority of the story, and it seems that the production community has realized that as well. This upcoming adaptation will pretty much be all of the canon events that happened in between the beginning and the last episode. Horimiya definitely had a huge reception back when it aired, and I know for a fact people will be making it their entire personality all summer. Regardless, I thought the first season was pretty sweet, and hopefully this upcoming season manages to give more characterization and development for this relationship. Horimiya Peace will be airing in July. Now, for my fantasy fans, this season will be airing the debut of the Reign of the Seven Spellblades. I have had a lot of light novel readers tell me to keep an eye out for this one, and quality-wise, it looks quite good. Just based off the trailer, this doesn't seem to be the usual OP MC fantasy stuff that we are used to, but more so a Magic Academy with a lot more baggage than anticipated. JC staff will be tackling this project, and by the looks of it, we will be having some good direction and action at that, and this may easily be the best new fantasy series that the spring season was missing. Spellblades will be airing in July as well. Moving on to a continuing series, we arrive at Bungo Stray Dogs Season 5. The situation with the armed detective agency and the Port Mafia is in its most dire moment yet, with the detective agency still on the run and the hunting dogs continuing on their trail. Last season gave us a lot of context for the developments, and there is still no telling who will make it out of this situation alive. Of course, with Takuya Igarashi still directing the series, it's safe to say that any fan will be served another core of borderline perfection this time around. Stray Dogs is also scheduled to be airing in July. Now, as my personal most anticipated anime this season, we arrive at Fate Strange Fate Whispers of Dawn. The Fate series is one of my favorites to watch in anime. I recently made a video about it, so feel free to go check that out with the link on the screen. What initially was supposed to be airing in spring got pushed back for the sake of quality, and considering how the Nier Automata anime turned out, this was definitely the safe bet. A1 nor Aniplex cannot afford to mess up Strange Fate, and hopefully this will not disappoint. This year, the Holy Grail War will be taking place in the United States within the city of Snowfield. Familiar faces like Gilgamesh as well as Enkidu from Babylonia will be returning to duke it out once more, and backed by the legendary composer Hiroyuki Sawano himself. It has been quite a while since a Fate anime has taken over, and hopefully this new story will make some serious noise. Strange Fate will be airing on July 2nd. Now for my last recommendation and the show that I believe will be the must watch of the season comes Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead. It has been years since we have had a zombie anime that looks promising, and Zom 100 shocked everyone with a surprising PV that looked absolutely incredible. The synopsis details worker Akira Tendo going down his bucket list after Japan is taken over by a zombie apocalypse. With the need to return to his job being no more, he begins to cross out things he never even imagined he will be able to do. Just like last season, I mentioned how Oshinoko and Heavenly Delusion were the must watches. This is definitely summer's big winner. I don't care if this is the only thing you do watch, all of you better make sure not to miss this kickoff because the anime community is keeping their eyes on it. The series will be tackled by Studio Bug Films, which will also be their debut as their first main anime. Just like how people were worried about Oshinoko from Doga Kobo, this can easily be a huge hit, and I cannot stress this enough to please keep on the lookout for this anime. Zom 100 will be airing on July 9th. Now I want to take a moment to address this before I get the comments, but I personally will not be watching the Rurouni Kenshin reboot. If you have not heard about what the author has done, I urge you to go and do your research, as it is definitely disturbing behavior. While you can make the argument of separating the art from the artist, my morals align with not supporting this altogether. If you do, then good for you, and I hope you enjoy the reboot, but for me, I will be passing on this anime. With that brings me to the end of my watch list video with a total of 8 animes this season. Solid number that hopefully does not seem too overwhelming, with a good spread of the lineup throughout the week. As always, I will be monitoring the reception of the season to see if there is any more shows that I need to add onto the list, but for the most part, I think this is the first time in a while where I do not expect the list to grow. That's pretty much it for me though. As always, thank you for watching, and make sure to leave your favorite anime from the spring season as well as what you plan to watch this summer in the comment section down below. Stay cool out there, and I will catch you guys in the next video.